Oh, how is it going, guys? DIZNEYDAN here. Welcome back into the channel. And you guys have been asking for this. You know, everyone's been like, Dan, when are we going to meet your girlfriend?
Hi.
So this is Hannah. We've been dating now for coming up to Rob. Come on. We've been going out for nearly 2 years in February. And Hannah's come on for a very special part of the stream. We're only going to talk about this for a very short amount of time, but we'll get to that in a minute. Firstly, my other special guests, my two partner channels, Walt from Mouse Talk and Rob from RobFuz. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. You guys are amazing.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks for having us. It's our pleasure to be here.
Let's just quickly see who's in the chat before we get into something very important that I want to talk about. Samantha Lowe, welcome into the stream. Great to see you. Dean over at the LivePlace. Dean sponsors my YouTube channel. Dean is amazing, and he's been doing this whole movie marathon this week, and this is pretty much the show dedicated to him. Kirsty Clark, thank you so much for being here. I saw you in Walt's stream earlier. Thank you so much for being here. Alex Brunner, good to see you. Tim Pruitt, good to see you too. Before we get started, two things. I want to give a massive shout out and massive shout out to Pete McDevitt, who is still alive right now. But you know, he's gone through a lot the last 12 months, and he's live right now sharing his story. And we just want to give our love to Pete, because he's a true member of our community.
Awesome.
And he's amazing, and we love him. So
Pete's awesome.
Pete, we love you, brother. And the other thing that we want to talk about today is World Mental Health Awareness Day.
Agreed.
So the reason why Hannah is here is she's being an amazing girlfriend, supporting me. As I think some of you may know, I went through a lot of mental health over the last couple of years. And today is a day to sort of make sure that we are aware of all those people who are struggling, and just show them that we support everybody who is suffering. And you know, we are there for them to, you know, look after and give all the support that we can. And for those who can't speak out because of their mental health, we are all here for them. And I'm very grateful to have, you know, you support me through everything that we've gone through, and very lucky to have you. I know I'm going to embarrass you here, but it's true. Like, it's amazing, and this community is amazing, and everybody you guys are so supportive. And yeah, so I just wanted to give a big sort of shout out to World Mental Health Awareness Day, and keep your hearts and minds and thoughts to the people who can't really say anything.
Let me just say, first off, I think it is important that we recognize that, because it's okay not to be okay sometimes, and there is help out there for people. And Dan was very lucky to have Hannah to support him and be there for him. And thank you, Hannah, for doing that.
Thank you.
It does mean a lot. There are lots of people that don't have that support, but there are other places to go. I know there are numbers you can call. There are people there to support you. It is okay to not be okay. You know, if you have something that you need to discuss, you know, there are people to talk to and to help you.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like you're alone, you're really not. There are people there that can help you through it.
Absolutely.
And mental health has always been a stigma, I guess is the word I want to use, in some ways. Whereas you're like, no, especially with men, they feel like, no, I'm too tough. I can't be like that. But you know, sometimes you need help, and get that help. It's okay.
Absolutely. Well, just wanted to bring this up today, and again, you know, a big shout out to Pete McDevitt as well, over the last couple of months.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's now midnight here. Yeah, it's now time for Hannah to say her goodnights. She went way past her bedtime just to be here with me for this very important part of the show. So if everyone wants to say goodnight to Hannah, and
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pete McDevitt will be very happy.
I know, I'm surprised he's not here yet.
See, I'm telling you, you have, this is awesome.
All right, so let's get the show on the road. Let's get it going. I just want to give a massive thank you to everybody who's here. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's very quickly go through the chat. Welcome everybody to episode 110 of Disney Fiasco. Thank you firstly over to the LivePlace. The LivePlace are doing a movie marathon the whole of this week. And we are nearly coming to the end of the movie marathon. And we're talking about movies that are so bad, they are hilarious. And these are not just Disney movies. These are films that range in a lot of things.
So serious. So we go to this topic. So
I know. But, you know,
true. It's like switch on, switch off.
True. And let's just quickly go through the chat. So the LivePlace, thank you so much, guys. Go check out Dean over the LivePlace. Kirsty Clark, Alex the filmmaker, Tim Pruitt, welcome in. Let's go through Alex Kennett, welcome into the stream. Jeff from Disard Dream, good to see you. Joy S, good to see you. Tim Pruitt, Dana Jaworski, thank you so much for being here, Dana. You are amazing. Tina McNeil, great to see you.
Tina McNeil,
my captain Akron, welcome in. Carlos Disney World Freak, good to see you. Emily LSU Mom, Karen Cook, Chris from Blue Nose, welcome into the stream. Faith Hope and Disney Bob, good to see you, Bob. Welcome into the stream. We've got Caitlin from Make It Blue. Good to see you too. Kay Atwood, so wonderful to see you here. Jonathan Chung, AJC Magic TV. Amy, welcome into the stream, everybody.
Pete, you're on a roll, man. I mean, Pete. Damn, we got a lot of people in here, man.
Wow, we got a lot of people. We have a lot of people. Pamela Hoffman, welcome into the stream. Katrina, welcome in, Katrina. Good to see you. Wow, we've got so many amazing people here. Thank you so much. This is going to be such a fun show. Candy Mom Cynthia, great to see you. Hope you're well. I just want to give a massive thank you to all my members. You guys are absolutely amazing. You are just so awesome.
You're welcome.
But I'm
a member.
You are. You absolutely are. So again, thank you to Dean over the LivePlace for this amazing film topic. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to be talking about movies so bad they are hilarious. So I'm going to go last on some of mine. So we're talking about films like, you know, not just bad films. We're talking about films that have been directed in a way that just make you laugh because of how poorly made they are. Now, if you've been following Rob and I for a long time, especially during Shark Week, you know that Jaws 4 is not only one of my favorite films ever, but it's so bad that it's hilarious. It is so. I mean, we'll touch on Jaws 4, I'm sure. But I've got some other films in the pipeline ready to go. So we'll start off with Walt.
Okay, so
films that are so bad that just make you laugh.
All right, so I kind of took this. It was hard for me because bad films are just bad films for me. Very few of them are going to make me laugh that they're that bad. But there are some that are just bad, that they're so bad that I'll go back and rewatch them, and I actually think they're good, if that makes sense. They're so bad they're good, almost. They're almost like cult classics for me. Faith Hope
and Disney, thank you so much for becoming a member. Barbara, thank you so much. That really does mean the world to me. So thank you.
Barb's awesome.
Thank you so much.
So the first one on my list, this is actually kind of I don't even know how to word this one. Rob, I think, is going to it might be on the same page with me here.
I have a feeling we're going to have some similar ones. So.
Grease 2.
My God, that was awesome.
Grease 2.
Okay. Grease 2. I've got a COOLRIDER. He's a cool
We're gonna
rider.
Score tonight. We're gonna score tonight.
God, I need to break this up, Alex.
We're gonna rock. We're gonna roll.
We're gonna pop. We're gonna bowl. See, we are in the same generation.
Alex Kennett, thank you so much for becoming a member.
Adrian's bed. It's actually where, dude. It's where Michelle Pfeiffer gets her start.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Alex,
Michelle Pfeiffer's in this movie.
Alex, thank you so
much. We watched it over the summer. We just watched it.
Alex,
Kennett, thank you for becoming a member.
I'm sorry. Grease 2. Well, first off, Grease itself, the first movie, is one of the best musicals ever made. It's just fantastic.
Agreed.
It's such a wonderful movie. And then they tried to, I don't even know what they tried to do. They brought like one person back other than the teachers, like Don Amici or whatever his name was in it, and all the other ones. But it was, oh my gosh.
Isn't like Dee Dee, what's her name too? The that they brought that one character back.
Yeah, yes.
The Frenchie's
back. Frenchie's back for like 5 minutes in the movie.
Even she wouldn't even.
Who's that guy? Where did he come from?
Who's that guy?
Where can I get one?
So I've seen the original Grease because I was told for a long time not to watch Grease 2. Now that I really, I do want to watch Grease 2 because I love these films that are so bad they're hilarious. But what is it? The singing? Is it the script? Is it
all the above?
All the above. But it's not. But I can rewatch this. Okay, I don't mind rewatching it. Rob said it. He just watched it this summer. It is laughable. Alex is right. It's very laughable. It's really not good, but it's not bad. If that makes sense. I don't know. It is bad, but it's I don't know. It makes sense.
No. It's just it's it's a different era, and I talked about this the other day. This is my 4th live play stream, by the way. Thank you so much, Dean, for doing this. But I think at that era, that time, like in '80s, and like there's so many like. The writing wasn't good, but there was so many like catchy songs and catchy lines, and like Max Caldwell, whatever his name is,
Maxwell Caldwell, yeah. Whatever happened to him?
Exactly, it was the downfall of his career. I'll never forget. He shoved a cheeseburger in his face. He's like, "Would you like some?" He's like, it looked like he was going to sneeze. No thanks. And like me and my cousin did that forever. Like there's just stupid things. Like times were simple then, so. I think because of that, it was just a lot of silly things. Yeah, different, definitely.
It was definitely different. I don't know. It's just you have to watch it. It's just you got people that are in their 30s and 40s playing teenagers. I'm not kidding. Michelle Pfeiffer probably 25 in this movie, and she's supposed to be a high school kid.
You know what? I feel like a lot of these films. I think the miscasting almost makes it funny because when we talk about some of the films that I choose, the casting really makes or breaks what is a film. And with these films, the casting always goes wrong. And
yes, well, Michelle Pfeiffer was cast really well. She saves. If there's anything that saves the movie, it's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
for what it's worth, she's the only part of the movie that's even remotely watchable.
That's the same in Batman Returns as Catwoman.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah,
she's fantastic in that movie.
Yeah.
And like Danny DeVito in that, I don't like how they perceive him in that. He's too gross for me. But
we're gonna get to that. Don't you worry, Walt.
She is phenomenal. She is phenomenal as Catwoman.
One of my favorites is when she goes, her typical line when she just goes, meow, and then this whole store behind her just blows up.
And see, my favorite scene is that near the end of the film when she's just Selena Kyle and he's Bruce Wayne and they're dancing.
Yeah.
And then she realizes he's who he is and he realizes who she is. I like that scene.
Kirsty just said, I didn't even know there was a Grease 2.
Yeah, there was. So that's my first one. Though.
That's such
my first one's Grease 2.
I think Walt could just drop the mic and walk away at this point. So, in my book,
I feel like
Rob, it's not but it's rewatchable, right?
Hell yeah!
Walt, I'm so happy.
There's a song called "Reproduction." Come on, I'm gonna believe.
Where does the pollen go?
Reproduction. Now you got me singing. See, but like,
oh gosh,
I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but I remember every word to every one of those songs.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
That's true.
So that's good.
No, well, good to see you, buddy. Welcome into the stream. I need to see Grease 2 then.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we
Disney
go.
movie review.
Disney movie. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Walt, you know what? I'm so glad you're here because if there's anybody who I know who knows movies, it's you. And
the guy below, right there.
No, gonna come on.
No, dude, Walt's the best, man.
RobFuz, you're up, buddy. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have.
You know what? I threw together like I saw where Dan's going with this, and I think Dan he seeks out these movies to really enjoy them. So I think me and Walt kind of like obviously we're older than you, a younger generation and everything. So you got my brain flowing too with Grease too, by the way. So
good to see you.
I got a list here. I'm gonna go with, and I just found this now. That you said Grease 2. I was scrambling here to find some more movies. So.
Carlos,
but I'm gonna say
that was me. I know a movie.
Nice, Carlos. And Carlos, that movie's not from 1960 or 70, so
or the 50s.
You know what?
The 50s or 60s. Sorry,
I feel like Carlos will know more of these movies than any of the other streams that we've ever done.
Yeah.
He might.
Yeah. my pick is going to be, believe it or not, I'm just throwing this in now because I'm just looking at it now. The Cannonball Run movies. That's going to be my pick. So,
let me tell you what, I love the Cannonball
They're great.
Run.
They are great. Do you think would they stand the test of time now, though? Come on.
Star-studded movies. They have everybody in those movies. Yes. There is no plot. The acting is horrible.
Hot chicks.
Hot chicks, hot cars, no plot. Every single single A-lister is in this movie. Yeah. The Cannonball, Jackie Chan gets his start, I think, in these movies.
Yeah.
Doesn't speak one word of English throughout them.
Football players.
Yes.
Country singers.
Everybody's in these movies. Everybody is in these movies.
Yeah, the premise is like Coors beer is like, it's banned, right? This is right. Smokey the Bandit. Oh, I'm confusing with Smokey the Bandit, not
Cannonball Run it's a race.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused.
It's a race from the West Coast to the East Coast. As fast as you can get from the West Coast to the East Coast. Correct. First one to New York City, or might be from New York to LA. First one to LA wins. That's it. You just got to get there. And remember, you got cops on the road, so you can get pulled over, you can get put in jail. And they're all trying to outwit the other one to get there first. Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.,
Sammy.
Farrah Fawcett, God rest her soul.
Yeah.
Well, Bert's gone now too.
A lot of people.
They're all gone.
Dom's gone. Yeah, I met Dom DeLuise. I got to meet Dom DeLuise. I saw his stand-up back. So good.
Of course, you've met Dom DeLuise. So if there's any person in this Disney community who knows celebrities, it's Rob.
Oh, my favorite is though Mel Tillis, the singer. He has a stutter. This guy's in the movie. He has a stutter. Yeah, exactly.
So funny.
And there's just so many good lines in there and everything. I'll be honest with you. And I said this is a time of the era. This is no Grease 2, but the Cannonball Run sequel, Cannonball Run. I don't think.
Guess what? Don't make me call him.
I am. Yes. I haven't seen these movies. It's another disclaimer too. I haven't seen these movies in a long time. So
I've never heard it.
Dude. I can't say it, but there's another Burt Reynolds movie that we're going to talk about later on my show.
It's on my list. Ooh, okay.
I hope not.
I've never even seen the Cannonball films. So. What? I didn't even know what they were until Rob mentioned it 2 minutes ago.
Did you see Smokey and the Bandit? You didn't see that, right?
I've seen Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Melissa, so good to see you.
Oh, Roger Moore's in it too. I forgot.
Roger Moore, and he's an actor, and he's playing the part of a Secret Servant.
So
good.
I've got to see it, man.
Yeah, but I changed things. That's going to be my first pick. My number 5 pick. It's Smokey and the Bandit. 1 and 2. There was a sequel. So bad it was a sequel.
Oh gosh. Nice pick. So I did something a little different. I'm just going to try and get this back up again. Hold on. Here we go. So I did something a little bit different for Disney Fiasco. I actually made a little graphic thing.
Look at this.
I love pictures.
So we're just going to go through
I'm
these.
a visual guy.
And I've got some clips as well. But so when I was thinking top movies that are so bad they're hilarious, there is one movie that I can think of that pretty much everybody who worked on this movie has publicly apologized for this movie. Everybody, the actors, the directors, the producers, everybody. And that is Batman and Robin. 1997.
Talk about Miss Ted.
You got George Clooney in a rubberized bat suit. You have Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen, you have the Terminator go from the next role that Arnold Schwarzenegger had is Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin. You have Uma Thurman. You have Alicia Silverstone. I mean, if there's anybody who should not play Batman, it's George Clooney. I mean, he is the worst choice you could pick for Batman. And what I did with this Disney Fiasco episode is I managed to get some clips. And I don't really care if I get a copyright claim. I really don't. I'm only going to play some small clips of some of the most stupidest, dumbest premises of films. Hopefully you guys can listen in the background. So I'll just play through this. I'm not going to play the whole thing. So we're going to start off with this scene right here. Hopefully you guys can hear.
Can't hear it.
And now I can't hear it, Dan. I could hear it before.
You have Mr. Freeze, the main villain of this film, conducting his Goonies in an orchestra singing thing. I'm sorry. It's just, it's so dumb. This scene right here, hold on. Here we go. Now, hold on. So when Batman came in, right, he came through the window. This is how I imagined it. He put his cloak over Mr. Freeze so that when the camera put the camera back onto Batman, he can lift up said cape to go, here he is. Like, it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. Even here. Robin comes in through the brick wall with the Robin logo. So he crashed through the wall and the Robin logo is... I'm sorry, when you crash into a building, it doesn't form his logo.
It does when I do it. It forms the Mouse Talk logo. I have to show you how to do that, Dan.
Right. And now
it's an app.
This one is the worst one, in my opinion, one of the worst. So when you watch these Batman films, right, you know, you see films, you see like The Dark Knight where he goes, I'm Batman, or Val Kilmer saying, I am both Bruce Wayne. Like, it's a real intense scene, right? And then you got George Clooney doing this. He literally just said, like, hi, Freeze, I'm Batman. Like, it's like you met him in, like, the supermarket or something. Hi, I'm Batman. Great, good for you. Like, it's just so dumb.
Well, he definitely feels like he's just going through the motions. I think about halfway through this movie, George Clooney realized how bad it was and kind of gave up.
The Batman credit card?
It's Batman Forever.
No. It says I think it's like issue due forever. So like it will never ever.
But what I'm saying is Batman Forever.
Yeah.
That was the movie before.
Yeah. There's this scene which I found. Hold on.
Yeah,
so
that's so stupid.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like I just don't get
it. Just wasn't. I agree. I think I'm fine with Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. She did great, but they really miscast Batman. And as much as I love Arnold, and I was really happy when they originally did it, he didn't do a good job as Freeze at all. Just too much comedy. He needed to be a little bit more.
Yeah.
I like villains that kind of scare me, or at least in some way sinister. He was straight. He was straight, just campy. Even Jack Nicholson was. He was a little scary at times in that role.
The last thing I want to show before we move on to the next one. This is the opening shots to the movie.
His costume alone was a joke.
Mm-hmm. The opening shots. There are butt shots in the opening of this movie.
There's the costume.
I mean, what are they doing? And the first line of dialogue, I'm not even kidding you, the first line of dialogue is Robin goes, I want a car. Chicks dig the car. And this is why Superman works alone. I'm like, that's the opening of the movie. That's the opening of the movie.
I agree.
It's just so... Sorry, I know I missed a little bit in the chat because I was playing those clips, but let's see who's in here. We got... Let's see. We got Bob from One Stop Mouse. Good to see you. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for being here.
Welcome.
George Clooney has often said that he alone destroyed the Batman franchise.
Well, but he didn't destroy the Batman franchise. No. It came back, and it came back with a vengeance with Christopher Nolan. So it was saved.
It absolutely was, and it's just a poor film. It's so funny to watch. I really enjoy this film because it is so bad. Like it is
bad.
What the saddest thing is that this was Bob Kane's last film. The creator of
Batman. Yeah,
this was the last film he ever watched. That was, and it's just
probably what killed him.
Christine Hickman, welcome into the stream. Thank you for being here.
Anyway,
he won the Razzie Award too.
He won the Razzie Award. Right, we're going to move back to Walt. What have you got, buddy?
All right, I got a couple different ones here, but I'm going to go with Encino Man.
Interesting.
Has anybody ever seen Encino Man?
I have. I just don't like it. I was in Disney World when they had the world premiere, which is funny. And 2-second story. Vince Neil from Motley Crue did the soundtrack, and I saw him on Main Street, which was awesome. So it was kind of a little Disney trivia. But
look at Rob name dropping. You are the man, bro.
Look at him.
No, it was cool.
Yeah,
I was at Disney World when the premiere happened, so it was kind of cool.
So this movie is so bad. It's about a caveman that has been frozen for 1,000,000 years that they somehow, I don't even know. It's got Brendan Fraser. It's got Samwise Gamgee in it, Sean Astin, and of course the guy that ruins every movie, Pauly Shore.
Hold on. Is Brendan Fraser the?
He's the caveman.
He's the caveman. I think I've seen this movie.
Yeah, it's when he's really young. I mean, he's got the dreads. So who did his dreadlocks? First off, that's what I want to know. I don't even remember. Maybe, actually, no, I think they did do it in the movie. But oh my gosh,
are you getting confused with George of the Jungle?
Welcome into the stream. So good to have you here. Thank you for being here.
So Encino Man for me, it's so bad it's funny. I'll rewatch it and it just makes me laugh. And oh my gosh, that's my one. That's my next one.
I remember seeing it way back.
There are parts of it that are really funny.
I'm a big sucker for all those sort of movie actors who have sort of that. They're not the greatest actors in the world, but you just love them. So we're talking about Arnold, we're talking about Nicolas Cage, we're talking about Brendan Fraser, all those three actors.
Rob, you've seen Encino Man, right?
Oh yeah.
Like totally. At one part when they're in the Mexican bar and the Mexican guy's got the really pretty girl and he goes, "You see her? Don't look at her. You see her? Don't look at her. You see her?"
I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's funny. It's so bad it is. It's really hilarious. Hey, buddy.
Well, it's Paulie, yeah.
That's Paulie. Because they're high school guys. And basically, Sean Astin he's kind of the geeky kid. God bless him. Nobody likes him. He doesn't have any friends. And he's thinking, oh my gosh, I got a caveman. This will make me really popular. Well, the caveman becomes popular and wins like he's the king of, what's that, prom king. And it's just so funny.
When roughly, what decade was this out? The
92
or 90s?
92
wow.
Came out.
90s, 92. So that's 20 years ago, dude. 18 years ago.
So I liked it because I did like Sean Astin a lot, and believe it or not, I think I kind of like Paulie then. So, so that's why I was kind of into it. So it's been a long time. You're telling me stuff I don't remember anything, to be honest with you. So,
but it's so bad it's funny. I mean, it's about a caveman that they unfreeze or something.
Isn't it fun to go back and watch terrible, crappy films for a laugh? Trust me, we haven't seen anything yet. I've got the next one ready to go. I need to rewatch that film because I remember a glimpse of it long time ago. That like, if you've got Brendan Fraser as a caveman, I'm so there watching it. I don't care what it's about. I'm watching it.
And this is before George of the Jungle. I'm pretty sure because George of the Jungle was in the 90s too, but this is early 90s. This is 1992.
You went from a caveman to Tarzan.
Oh, he's not even Tarzan.
He's not.
He's George.
He's George. Right. RobFuz, Fuzzy.
My next pick is from 1986.
Okay, so it's not one that I've chosen.
No, it has. It's not. And
give me a hint.
I was a kid. I'm going to say Marvel. That's your hint, but it's going to throw you way off. So, fresh off Back to the Future, fresh off one of my favorite
I know where we're
actresses of the time. Love Leah Thompson. Jeffrey Jones from Ferris Bueller, straight from Ferris Bueller. My next pick is Howard the Duck.
Yeah,
Yes.
I knew it. I knew
A
it.
disclaimer: as a kid, I love this movie. I probably wouldn't like the movie now, but I'll never forget. I bought the poster.
Oh my
I was
God.
all pumped. I went to see it the first night as a kid, and I actually liked it. And it got so panned and so dumped on. And I'm gonna 2 words: duck nudity. There's duck nudity in there. He opens up a play duck instead of Playboy, and they show a centerfold with a duck. Look at Walt. Look at his face. See, thanks, Steve. That movie's really bad. So, I'll be honest with you. Like they just had like I'm looking at the poster. It looked like the Back to the Future logo, and man,
I'll tell you what.
It wasn't Robert Zemeckis, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Be honest with you, but I don't see him listed. In here.
George Lucas produced it.
The guy, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just the credits here. People wanted to get away from this movie so bad. I don't even think they're in here. So
all I remember from that film was when he's snuggling up with that girl in bed, watching, like reading the magazine or whatever it was.
My God.
Oh my God! Like that film is it's so bad. But
Howard the Duck, and there was like a band and everything, and he was like a promoter, and Leah Thompson was in the band. Yeah, and it was great. They had a bed scene together.
Carlos said, "Oh my God, I made Suzanne watch this earlier this year. She didn't speak to me." Hold on. Can I just say this, right? Hold on. We made Carlos watch all these Marvel films, yet he watches Howard the Duck. Seriously, dude?
Well, that's just put things in perspective.
Awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Carlos didn't even get to Guardians of the Galaxy where Howard the Duck actually was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That little scene, that little post-credit scene of Howard the Duck in Guardians of the Galaxy was better than the whole of the Howard the Duck movie.
Yeah.
He said one word. Gross.
Yep, totally. Yep.
That's crazy.
That's a good pick, Rob.
That's a great pick.
I think
you laugh now and then you shake your head as you're laughing, but yes, very true.
That film is just, it's up there with it's probably one of the worst superhero movies ever made, because it is from Marvel, but oh geez, it was bad. It was really, really bad. But nothing is as bad as my next pick.
Bad. This
film is notorious for being a cult classic. People still go to the movie theater to watch my next pick because
Showgirls.
No, my friend. We are talking about 2003's The Room.
I never saw it.
Let me tell you.
I've never seen it either. I know he loves this movie.
Well, Rob. Walt, Rob, we are going to watch a little bit of The Room today. The Room is a film. Yeah, we are. The Room
is this the one where, let me just say this, is this the one where he goes, I did not hit her?
Yep.
I have
Tommy
seen
Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau, not only did he star in this film, he directed it, he funded it, he edited it, he did everything. There was a billboard. It's more popular now than it is ever. They put a billboard up in Los Angeles for, I think it was over a year, 2 years, 3 years, publicizing this film. And on the billboard was the phone number for the film, but it was actually Tommy Wiseau's actual phone number. So you would call the number.
He still has that number?
I bet you he does, knowing Tommy. So this film is it's about, I don't even know what it's really about because there's no real plot to the story. It's just, if you've seen this film, there is nothing else like this film. So this is Tommy Wiseau. This is him, and we're going to watch some of the clips.
Hopefully we can hear it this time.
I'll turn it up as much as I can. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I can hear you, Dan.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But can you hear the music?
Yeah, you.
We hear you. That's it.
All right.
Nice shot of the bridge. I have a shot just like that in
all right.
movies.
So we're going to start off with the flower shop scene. This scene is one of my favorite scenes in the whole of cinema. And here we go.
You're going to have to tell us what happened.
All right.
Oh, yeah, he's walking into the flower shop. He's opening the door. Oh, he walks through the door. He's taking off his sunglasses.
Hi, doggy.
It's like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? They say
That's
the lines
it.
when they see it.
That's it. He goes, you're my favorite customer. Thank you very much. Hi, doggy. And then he just walks out. That is the scene.
Yeah, that probably could have been cut to the editing floor.
So this is the famous scene coming up here. And that's it. Like literally, that's all. We're going to skip over that scene because that scene.
How many times have you seen this movie?
Too many times. Yeah.
Is this the scene where he says Stella? Oh, wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
Is that Brian Austin Green?
No. Just a scene like that where they're on the rooftop and he's talking about a family member who was beaten up and whatever and he was put into a hospital, and all Tommy Wiseau does is put his head back and just starts laughing. He just starts laughing for no reason. Like that's his go-to sort of reaction. You got the that acting is just awful. It is just awful. Everything about this film is just terrible. If you haven't seen The Room, please go watch it. It is such an experience. Okay,
so the movie they made about it too. That recently.
So there was a film called The Disaster Artist, which has what's his name? No. It has James Franco in it. Yeah. And James Franco plays Tommy Wiseau in his film. I know you can't. Could you guys not hear the audio for that?
Nothing at all. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear it.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
We did 3 times.
Why didn't you tell me? Gosh,
We did.
We did. Why did you wear a red shirt tonight?
Well,
we did.
We did. I didn't get the memo.
I did not hear her.
I did not hear her. That's why I said you're going to tell us what's going on.
I thought, okay, well, clearly that went well.
Dan,
we couldn't hear it the first time. We couldn't hear it the second.
Well, you should.
Oh, we probably won't hear it the third time.
You know why? Because I didn't put the share audio thing on.
Oh no! All right, well, I want to see the clip. Go ahead, quick.
All right, let's let me see if you can hear. Can you hold on?
Let's see it real quick.
Can you hear now?
No, we cannot hear the audio from the movie, Dan.
This is not true.
No, it is true.
You tried.
I tried. It just keeps happening.
In rehearsals, this all went well, guys.
It went great.
Oh no, that's not what I want.
And now we can say, I did not hear her.
You guys are not helping at all. There we go. All right,
that's true. Hey, Super Fluffy Yeti made a good point. No audio, no copyright.
That's true. That is true.
See, there's a positive.
Well, go watch The Room. Oh gosh, this is failing. Oh well, what can you do?
No, this is great.
Super Fluffy Yeti, so good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, I chose The Room because The Room is amazing. It is a cult classic for a reason. I want to know if anybody else in the chat has seen The Room before.
I've heard of it because of how bad it is, but I've never seen it.
Yeah,
my thing was when people see it, is it like Rocky Horror Picture Show? They like yell out what's going on, or is that what the cult thing is? Or
so the cult thing is like the film was so badly it was well received, but in the complete wrong way. So the whole point of the film was it was meant to be like a dark sort of thriller kind of film, but it ended up being, in the viewer's perspective, a comedy because of how badly it was directed and how badly it was acted and how badly everything it was. So and it became very successful in sort of the cult classic kind of films, and you know, people would go to the movie theater with spoons, and every time every time they saw a picture of a spoon on screen, they would throw the spoons at the movie theater, at the movie screen. They, you know, it was just bizarre.
And the movie theaters allowed that?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Just
don't want anybody throwing anything at my screen.
It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But go watch it. Really, I couldn't recommend it anymore. It is a bad movie, but it is the pinnacle. It is, when I go to films and I know it's a bad film, but I know that it's funny, go watch it. Really go watch it. It's good. All right, Walt, we are back to you, bud.
It's time for a sports movie.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's kind of a segue into what's coming up at 8 o'clock. Okay.
Mighty Ducks.
Nope. This film is bad, but it is hilarious. It's ridiculous. It's The Replacements.
I've never heard of it.
Keanu Reeves, Jon Favreau, Gene Hackman. You're thinking, whoa, we got some stars in this movie. Nope.
Nope.
It was filmed in Baltimore. It was filmed in my hometown.
That's awesome.
It was filmed in Baltimore. One of my very good friends is actually in the movie as an extra.
That's so cool.
He's in BAFTA or whatever that's called. He has his card. He's an extra guy. He does all kinds of like commercials and stuff. But it's really funny. It's so bad it's funny. The NFL or whatever league they are, because they can't say they're the NFL. They're out on strike, so they bring in the replacement players, and you know, you've got this one guy. He's a convicted felon. Jon Favreau is the cop, and they butt heads, and then they've got. It's so hilarious. It's so bad. It's just horrible acting. The cheerleaders, they lose the cheerleaders because of this as well. So they go out and get strippers for cheerleaders. So the way they're cheering is a little
now I want to see this
over the top, if you know what I mean. It's just Keanu Reeves and Gene Hackman save the film. Jon Favreau is really young in this film, really young. This is before he starts his directing. It's so bad it's funny. I actually like it now. I will watch it. They did have good one-liners in that movie.
But that's the thing. You can like these films despite how bad they are.
Now, yes, but it's not good. It's really bad. Like
I saw it when it came out, and that's the last I've seen it. I've never went back to it.
Yeah,
I like Keanu Reeves. That's why.
Keanu's really cool in it. I like him in this film, but it's just all the other parts of it are just so bad.
You know what? You put Keanu Reeves in anything, he's just such a cool actor. Like he's Neo, he's Ted, he's
John Wick. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. I don't see him as Bill and Ted anymore. He's John Wick now.
All these films Carlos has never seen before. So, Carlos, have you seen The Matrix? You better had, because it's such a.
Well, the dance scene in jail is the best part of the movie. It's actually kind of funny.
He was
Go watch this. Go watch it. It's bad. It's a bad film.
He was in Point Break as well. He was in Point Break.
Yes, he was in Point Break.
Yeah, that's a good film too. Not the remake. That's a good, funny, bad movie too.
Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah. Oh, that's a great pick. I need to watch.
Swayze's in that. He's the bad guy.
I need to watch The Replacement for sure. Wait,
watch The Replacements. I'm telling you.
What, Carlos?
Embarrassing.
He has not even seen The Matrix,
dude. Let me tell you something about The Matrix real fast, Carlos. One of the single best villains in cinema is in The Matrix. What's his name? Mr. Smith?
Yeah. Agent Smith.
You go Agent Smith. Agent Smith. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Hugo Weaving is fantastic. You talk about a bad guy that's a bad guy.
You have Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus.
The pills.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Are you kidding me? Oh, gosh. When he stands up at the end of that film.
It's Rob just called me embarrassing.
I did, Carlos. I lost 3 subs. That's why. Sorry about that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so Replacements makes my
Good
list.
pick.
It's so bad and
pick.
funny.
I love it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
There's so many bad sports movies, though.
Yes, but that's the one for me.
Love Matrix.
It's awesome, though.
All right, Rob, hit it.
Sorry, Carlos.
What's your last one on your list?
Oh, we only have 3. Okay. Good.
Yeah, well, we're
my
running
last
short,
one, my third one. I'm going to start it off here, Dan, because I know what you're coming with. My pick is Jaws 3D because it's just a bad movie, but I love that movie.
Who's in that with Dennis Quaid?
If you see a trend here, believe it or not, the trend. Leah Thompson's in this movie too. I see a trend here. Bess Armstrong's in this movie.
Bess Armstrong, that's who it is.
Dennis Quaid, Bess Armstrong, Lou Gossett Jr.'s in it.
Yep.
If you watch my streams or Dan's streams, we've talked about all the Jaws movies before. The 3D floating dead shark alone after he explodes. I'm just going to leave it there. It's so bad. It's 3D. So it's just the 3D is just terrible. The reason why I love this movie though, because it took place in a fictional SeaWorld, but they say it's SeaWorld, right?
It's SeaWorld.
It was SeaWorld.
Yeah, definitely.
Orlando.
Yeah. That's why I love the movie, because SeaWorld was in it. But man, that movie is bad.
SeaWorld so bad.
It's tough.
Jaws 3 is just, it is hilarious because, they really said, like, I feel like the directors of the film were like, you know what, we're not going to care about the plot. We're not going to care about the story. We just want to care about how things look.
Chaos.
We're just going to, 3D is how we go. This film is going to be revolutionary in 3D. Everything's coming out that's 3D. We're going to make it the best 3D film of all time. And it flopped badly. I mean, come on. That film is awfully bad. But Jaws 4. Now, this isn't my final pick. Jaws 4 will have a special place in my heart because it is one of my favorite movies of all time, because it is, for me, the greatest film that is so bad it's hilarious. Jaws, you have
not even his last pick. I love it.
Jaws, Bruce the Shark, whoever his name is, had the whole. The title is The Revenge, right? And
I love what Dan talks about.
In the second movie, right? In the second movie, in Jaws 2, I think one of the guys goes, it's just a shark. It doesn't have any revenge or whatever. And then they make a film all about revenge. The shark follows the Brady family from New York to the Bahamas. Literally, it follows a family through the sea from New York to the Bahamas. It has vocal cords because it apparently roars like a lion. It can stand on its fins to catch a plane. It blows the shark blows
him down. I love the way you say that.
The shark blows up. Like you stab the shark and it goes. It blows up.
How much money do you think they paid Michael Caine?
A lot.
You know what? They must have paid him a lot because he was meant to accept an award at the Academy Awards. And they were like, no, you can't go. You got to film Jaws 4. There is psychic connections from...
Look at Walt.
This film is so bad.
What wasn't the tagline? This time it's personal?
It was personal for sure.
So
what I don't understand is that someone actually approved this and paid for this.
So one of the funniest parts of the start of the film, it's one of the most depressing starts of the film ever. And we talked about the main guy in Jaws.
Sheriff Brody, right? I've completely lost his name for a second. So Sheriff Brody, right? Roy Scheider.
They told the audience that he died from a heart attack, and then the lead of the film says he didn't die from a heart attack. You know what killed him? It was the shark from a heart attack. And I'm just like, hold on. Surely the guy who's killed 2 sharks already wouldn't get a heart attack from a shark. He'd be the least likely person to be scared of a shark. Like, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's so dumb. Kadani, Sean, welcome into the stream. And this is even my final pick. My final pick I brought up yesterday on Rob's stream. It's not the worst film ever made. It's not. But it's so funny and it's so bad. And that is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull from 2008.
You have no idea how worried I am about the next Indiana Jones.
Don't get me started.
Oh, we know.
You have...
I am so scared.
You have Harrison Ford. You have John Hurt. You have Tilda Swinton.
Kate Blanchett. You've ruined the film with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
This film is so bad.
Yeah, it's just bad in general.
But you got Shia LaBeouf swinging in trees like Tarzan. You've got, you have right at the end, you have the main villain. It turns into a sci-fi film. Indiana Jones turns into a sci-fi film. If there's one thing that Indiana Jones should never be, it's a sci-fi film. Ever. I mean, it was just hilariously bad. Like, everything about Indy was just... Okay, right. This is the last thing I want to show. I know you can't hear it. I know you can't hear it, but...
We'll subtitle over it.
There's absolutely no way, first off, this would ever happen. He would never survive that. Even in... So there's a countdown.
I'm embarrassed to say I actually like this part. That's
Rob.
it. That's all I liked. It was so stupid. I agree. He hides in the fridge. I know.
Look. Seriously?
Well, it's nuclear testing, which happened back in that time. It certainly did happen. It makes sense, but he would never survive it. First off, being shot out the way he was shot out would have killed him alone.
But look at this. Watch. Look at the car.
It's so bad.
I'm sorry. If it did that to a car, how does a fridge hold up?
My face hurts.
I'm telling you.
And then
so bad. It is bad, but
part of the problem
is not bad.
And then
part of the problem with this movie is, for me, what made, first off, 2 wasn't that good either. Temple of Doom was meh. But what made 1 and 3 so great, see, we can talk about Temple of Doom one time. 1 and 3 were so great for me because of the items that he was going after.
Yeah, definitely.
The Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, true.
And then we got nothing in 2, and then in the third one, he's going after aliens.
God, 2 is just freaky. Monkey brains.
Yeah, I mean the scene at the table in the second one ruined the movie for me. It was a gross out movie, and then the scene with all the bugs, unnecessary. It's just,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like Temple of Doom. It's not a bad movie. I really like it.
It's not bad, but it's the second worst.
Yes.
Well, it would have been the weakest if they didn't do a fourth one.
Right.
It's better than the fourth one.
Carlos says Dan should
That's
stream more. Dan should stream more often from Hannah's. He'd be much louder if he was at home. You want to know something, Carlos? I'm actually still at home. Yeah, my room is now being occupied with a sleeping Hannah, so I'm actually in the office. So
cool.
Yeah, Indy should not be a sci-fi film. Agreed.
Good point.
Dean, seriously, you thought that was funny?
It was funny. I agree with you.
It is not funny. It is just so stupid. I'm sorry. Ken,
the reason why I'm laughing is because you're feeling that Indiana Jones is far-fetched. It's all far-fetched.
Of course it is. Of course.
Look, was it dumb? Yes. Was the movie lousy? Yes. Have I seen it once and that's it? Yes.
But it shouldn't. But you shouldn't have aliens.
No.
Right. Okay, the Ark of the Covenant, the remains of Nahashi, the Holy Grail. Great. Okay, that's cool stuff. Like, it's actually kind of realistic because people have been searching this stuff for years. But come on. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. This has been so much fun. I know we're wrapping up. We've got about 5 minutes to go. Very quickly, before we head out of here, thank you to episode 110. Movies so bad, they're hilarious. This has been such a fun stream. Before we get out of here, I just want to give a big shout out once again to Pete McDevitt.
Yes, Pete.
Pete did a stream earlier today, all about his 12 months and his tough year, and I just want to send our thoughts and prayers to you, brother. And you did an amazing job today, and we love you, and I miss you like crazy, dude. And you're awesome. I also want to give a big thank you to everybody supporting World Mental Health Awareness Day. Big thank you to Hannah, who was here earlier, just to support me in this. And this is so important to me, and I hope everybody goes away and reminds that you may see people walking around who may be physically injured, but also there are people out there who don't show how in pain they are. And just if there's anybody out there who needs any help, anyone to talk to, please reach out to me, reach out to anybody who's here to help. We're all here to help. And
always,
as somebody who's gone through mental health, I want to do what I can for people. So so World Mental Health Awareness Day, very, very important. Polka Dot Podcast. If you haven't checked out the Polka Dot Podcast, please go do so. Leslie invited me onto the stream to do a podcast with her earlier this month. It was so much fun. Go check it out. It's on iTunes and Spotify. Thank you once again to Dean over at the LivePlace for setting up this whole week of movie marathons. This was so much fun, and I know this is not a normal Disney Fiasco episode, but this has been so great, so much fun. So thank you. Go check out Dean over the LivePlace. Thank you to my partner channels, the Viapree Project, Mickey's Magic, and these two wonderful gentlemen right here,
Thank you.
Walt and Rob. So very, very quickly, we're just going to wrap things up. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you all to my wonderful members. Thank you to my new members. Thank you. It really does mean.
Let's get Dan to 2,000 subs, guys.
We are guys. We are only. Let me just check now.
We'll get there.
We are 12 subscribers away.
12.
That's less than 13.
Less than 13.
I was hoping he was going to hit it on the stream. But...
Thank you. Right, guys, in 4 minutes' time, 2 minutes' time, we're going to head over to Walt's channel for Sports Night to continue our movie marathon for top sports movies. This is going to be a lot of fun. So, guys, go check Walt from Mousetrack. He's near 4,000 subscribers. Go check him out. Walt, thank you for being here. And tomorrow, we'll be back on your channel for Disney movie review, won't we?
Yes, we're going to be talking about the Guardians
again.
Yes,
again.
I'm so excited, you guys. One request, guys. Can you bring back the Star Wars show? You guys have some more movies.
When we pick Rise of
Mandalorian,
we will.
Okay.
So guys, go check out Walt from Mouse Talk. I will be on his stream tomorrow. Thank you, Walt. I know you need to go get everything ready, so you're welcome to. I'll see you later, pal. Take care.
Thank you all. First off, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Rob. Thank you to everybody in the chat.
Awesome,
this has been fantastic. I love this. This is always fun. It's my pleasure. I got to head out only because I'm getting ready to go stream myself. Rob, everybody check out Rob. Check out his channel on Fridays. He goes live, of course. And Dan, you're phenomenal, dude. I love you guys. Thank you, everybody in the chat. And Dan, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And Steve's in the background. He said he concurs. He loves you guys, too. Bye.
Take care. And a big thank you to this guy, Rob.
Thanks, man.
Dude, these last 2 days have been so much fun. Guys, yeah, check out
my channel too.
If you haven't checked out Rob, we go live a lot. We do our hangouts, we do pub talk, we do lots of really great stuff. So, guys, if you haven't checked out RobFuz's channel, please go do so. Good friend and a great member of the community. And as Cynthia just said, Rob is the best.
Oh, thanks, Sandy.
He's awesome. So, dude, it's gonna be exciting. And next Friday, hopefully, it looks like we'll be okay. But we're gonna be talking about the best way to spend a Disney day eating lots and lots of food. So,
I want you to craft a perfect 8-course meal from all your favorite foods from Disney World. So.
And we may have a special guest joining us next week.
Very nice. Yes, we are.
So
she's confirmed. She's in. So, or he's in. He or she's in.
He, she. Spoiler alert, it's a shit, but okay. So this could be exciting. So the foodies are going to come together, and this could be great. So, guys, go check out RobFuz. Again, guys, thank you to all my wonderful members. You guys are amazing. Thank you again to everybody in the chat. You guys are I'm truly blessed, and I want to thank everybody. We are near 2,000 subs. Let's get there. And I'll see you guys all next week for episode 111 of
Crazy
Fiasco. Thank you so much, guys. Head over to Walt's right now for Sports Night with Steve. It's gonna be great, guys. If you put in the chat, say Disney Dan sent you. You guys are awesome. Love you all. Have a great week, and yeah, See you later.
For having me on.
Bye.